Okay, so here it is. Just, this would be a Denver tag, with a slant. So Denver tags, again, we can run them off of multiple run schemes. So these are a little hard to diagram for you. Like here, we're running it off of a red zone power scheme. We're really running power to the right, and we have a quick slant tagged on the back end. So obviously here we're seeing like a cover zero-ish, everybody down defense. The quarterback is seeing that backside safety is getting low. We have our All-American receiver up there. He's just going to pull and throw the slant for a touchdown. We love these in the red zone, especially, you have that guy that, is a guy that can win in the slant fade game. It's a huge addition just to be able to really, as opposed to calling a three-step slant or a three-step fade down there, max protecting or trying to work some funky concept. This is easy because for us, it's just, hey, if we have one-on-one and you like it, throw it. If you don't have one-on-one, just hand the ball off. Here it is, really same play, same result, playing against the same guys. And again, we have enough, to me, as long as this guy, you see it here, we're really taking a divider split. So we're taking this divider split with this guy, just really able to work, whether he's going to work a slant or a fade. If you get guys that start to play heavy inside leverage, you can have an easy communication between the quarterback and wide receiver. You'll see one later on, where they end up, signaling and changing the route to a fade because the corner's heavy inside leverage. But so really that's what we're thinking when we take these splits on a Denver, is having a split where you can either run slant or fade. So you see it here. Basically, that corner has to respect the fade, breaks to the inside, and again, cover zero, 3rd and 3 from the 4-yard line, tough situation to be in, throw a touchdown pass. And that's just our best, again, using our All-American wide receiver there in that situation. Okay, here's a different situation, different play, different part of the field, all that good stuff. But now we're just running an inside zone concept, with a slant by the X. So again, this has easy, again, as far as like dual usage, where we're just finding that, hey, there's no window on the backside, or excuse me, it's open on the backside. This would be one, our football 101 would say the quarterback reads the boundary safety. So when we install this play in fall camp, we draw it up against quarters and the boundary safety. If he inserts down hard, throw the slant behind his head. So this would be one of those that, I talked about at the opening. It doesn't always have to be the exact same. If the quarterback sees it and it's open, he can still take it. So you're searching explosives. Again, here we have a great receiver that he trusts, and they're really blitzing from the field, going to a one high look. I always tell the quarterbacks if they're blitzing, we just got to see it. Like here, if they're blitzing from distance, I'm fine with him throwing the RPO. If this guy really got down tight and blitzed, well, that's an unblocked guy. You'd have to read/hold him. Here he's blitzing from distance. Go ahead and throw the RPO still. And again, it would not be how you draw it up, but it's there and it's open. So again, it allows you, to search those explosive plays out, with either reading a defender or in this scenario, there's really no defender to read because they don't have a boundary safety over there. But the quarterback just sees, he can tell pre-snap, he's just looking saying, well, there's a good slant window back here. I'm going to throw it for a 12-yard gain. Here it is again with the slant. I did not like the split at all by our wide receiver. I really felt like a better player would have sat heavy inside. So I don't know. I think he was maybe thinking he could, sucker him and have him be heavy inside and then just check it to a fade. But again, tough look. We get this all-out cover zero look, but beat it with the throw. Again, another tough scenario where you're 2nd and goal at the 6, but just thinking, we can run our power play. If they want to double team that receiver out there, we should have a great run. because we'll get everybody blocked. And again, if they want to commit 10 to the box like they did here, now, hey, they got one-on-one out there. We got our All-American receiver, pull it, throw it for a touchdown. Here it is again, and talked about the multiplicity of it. The last time we ran this, we had this guy extended against Northern Arizona. We were in 11 personnel spread set. Now we're in a 12 personnel set. Okay, so we're a different personnel group, different formations, short motion and down to get in on the safety. And now this would be more of that traditional fall camp. Hey, we're running inside zone. We can't block that boundary safety. So as the quarterback, boundary safety down, throw the slant over his head. So that'd be your more, that's really how we installed in fall camp, off of that type of quarters type defense that we're going to see from our defense. But, just our quarterback has the ability to throw it. Again, here it's a more traditional RPO, reading a single defender. So like here, the quarterback is reading number 5 and throwing the RPO off them, off of an inside zone concept. I put this on here just to show, now that would be that scenario where, they double team your guy up here. So again, now our guy getting a lot of, credit, deservedly so. They keep the safety over here. And again, on the 7-yard line, if they're going to commit 2 players to 1, now you really have what you want, front side. Again, here's one down in the red zone. Kind of a funky look. We're getting like a cover 0 blitz. Quarterback does a great job of just sliding a little bit. You see him slide right there. He knew this was coming. We talked about it on the headsets right after the play. I was like, hey, you better be careful. You might have to hand that off with that. They're bringing like a double-edged blitz here to the field. And I loved it. He's like, I saw him, coach. I just knew I could get it there. So really we're getting like a double-edged blitz, cover 0. Great job standing in there. Knew he had what he wanted down here, one-on-one on the slant. That'd just be that, hey, we can block one-on-block guy. We can block the first edge guy. They bring double-edge pressure. We're going to be short. Great play. And here, I talked about this earlier, but, now this is a scenario where these guys just communicate, just switch the route. We get heavy inside leverage, and now he's going to run a fade. We call the slant route, and then, he gets heavy inside leverage. Kids adjust, just check it to a fade, throw the touchdown pass. But pretty easy one. Guys on the same page. Get that heavy inside leverage. Now, obviously, they've seen us run these slants before. Heavy inside lever. Just give them a little something. Go make the play. But again, love these down in the red zone. And especially, obviously, you got to have a guy, but most people do these days have some type of, your best slant fade runner.